Good morning, everybody. I want to talk about expectations for week 2 for science. Before we do that, let's go back to week 1. In classroom, down on March 17th, there was a document posted called Science NTI Instructions. If you open that up, it goes through day by day what you're supposed to do for class. Day 1 and day 2, there were 2 vocabulary assignments. Several people did not complete those. I think it was because of confusion about them being assigned because it didn't pop up in Google Classroom for some reason. So if you go back and make sure you got the photosynthesis and the cellular respiration vocab done, that would be great. We also have 2 assignments from Thursday and Friday. The interactive textbook packet, there's one for cell energy and there's one for photosynthesis. If you open those up, let's see if this works. My internet's being stupid. That's why I'm recording this on my phone. Yeah, it's not going to let me. So anyway, you open that up. There's a PDF of some workbook pages. We've done those before in class. And then there's a Google form out to the side. Click on the Google form, and it looks something like this. There's only 6 questions you need to answer. And then you hit the submit button, and you can turn that in for a grade. That brings us to week 2. Monday for week 2 is watch the Bill Nye video. So you can use the link in Classroom, and then you can pull this up. There's the link. You can pull this up and answer these questions as you watch the video or after you watch the video. Feel free to watch it more than once if you need to. And then Tuesday through Friday for this week, start your photosynthesis project. Let's talk about that. In Classroom, says photosynthesis project. Okay, now that works. Anyway, photosynthesis project. That was posted on March 18th. It says week 2 project directions. Open that up and you'll see this screen. There's a menu. You need to choose 2 activities from the menu. The activities must total 100 points. Place a check mark. You can print it out and highlight it or check it off that way. Or you can make a copy. If you click File, Make a Copy, then you can make your own, and then you can edit that and highlight whatever. And then you can turn that in. All activities must be completed by the time you return to school. So you got to pick activities to equal 100 points. You could do 2 50 points assignments. 50 plus 50 is 100. You could do an 80 point plus a 20 point. That'd be 100. You cannot do a 50 point and an 80 point. That will not get you extra credit. So you need to be paying attention to how many points these are worth. If you do 2 20 points and a 50 point, that's 90. That's not going to work either. You need to make it equal 100 points. You've got some choice here. Let's talk about each one. First one, make a poster that shows how photosynthesis takes place in an organism. You can use a regular piece of paper, and you can draw out at least 6 different parts of photosynthesis. Draw a leaf, draw the sun, carbon dioxide, oxygen, glucose, water, and explain their different roles in photosynthesis. Next up, create a set of trading cards for all key players in photosynthesis. Same thing. Take a piece of paper, cut it into 6 squares, make them look like trading cards. You can put an illustration on the front of a leaf or oxygen or sunlight, and then on the back you can talk about the role of each one in photosynthesis. Now, if you're wondering where do you get this information, well, you've done vocabulary, you've done the workbook pages, you watched a Bill Nye video, you can research online if you want, and find all the info you need about photosynthesis. If you have any questions, you can let me know. 50-point assignments. You can use Google Slides to create a presentation that shows the energy conversions in photosynthesis from the sun all the way down to the growth in a plant. You need at least 6 slides there. You can create a commercial about human impact on photosynthesis. You can use the Flipgrid link that's in Google Classroom to make your commercial. Let's see, green leafy plants are not the only organisms that use photosynthesis. Create a scrapbook for the different types of organisms and what structures conduct photosynthesis. Do some research there. Plants are not the only thing that use photosynthesis. And finally, you can create a 1:30 video. That's the maximum time on Flipgrid, presenting the steps of photosynthesis. Include real-life images from the outdoors. And looking out the window here, we got some plants that are starting to turn green. You can use those as a backdrop. You can walk around outside and video. Sunlight, leaves, glucose, oxygen, and carbon dioxide in your presentation. Please do not videotape the sun. I didn't think I needed to say that, but please don't videotape the sun. I know what it looks like, and it's not worth you damaging your eyes or your equipment to show me. Do not video the sun. And then the 80 point, you can create a multi-day experiment that demonstrates how each component of photosynthesis is necessary for plants to survive. What does this look like? Well, this could take you all week. It might even spill over into spring break. It's meant to be fun, something you create, and you're making some discoveries on your own. Get a plant or 2 or 3. Take away some of those key components of photosynthesis. Put it in a closet where it doesn't have any sunlight, and then record on a piece of paper. You can illustrate, or you can write a description. You can have a picture taken each day of what happens to that plant as it loses its sunlight, or take away the water, or add too much water, or take away the dirt, add too much fertilizer to the dirt, and just identify how changing up these different steps of photosynthesis impact a plant. And then you can make a poster with some charts to show your data and what you discovered. And that sounds like a lot of fun. That'll land you 80 points. That is week 1 and week 2 summarized. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm sorry I did not have a meeting today. I'm waiting on the phone company to come and fix my stuff. I'll post this up on YouTube, and if you have any questions, send me a message in Classroom. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Thanks.